If you rely on one source of income and have no investments, you are putting yourself in serious financial jeopardy. It's stressful. Being only one emergency, one unexpected expense away from being financially ruined makes you avoid even thinking about money. But it doesn't have to be that way. Yes, the modern school system failed to teach you about finances, but that's not an excuse anymore. It's time to be the first in your family that knows how to manage their money, and that means learning how to properly invest it. Educate yourself and make the decision. Do you want to create a life of financial freedom, or do you want to remain stuck, a slave to your job, always chasing that next paycheck? As Warren Buffett once said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Today, we're exploring how fractional shares have revolutionized investing, making it accessible to everyone, regardless of budget. With just $5, you can start building a portfolio of investments to take care of yourself. I'll show you how simple and accessible investing can be. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't advice. Your money equals your responsibility. Do your research and know you can lose it all if you are reckless. Before we dive into the world of Wall Street, we need to talk about shame. That's right, shame. If you're feeling overwhelmed, just pause for a moment. Recognize that Wall Street wants you to be confused and ashamed. They want you to depend on them so they can take a cut of your earnings. Don't get me wrong, advisors can be worth their weight in gold, but that's outside the basics. You need to learn the fundamentals of the market and how to get started. If you know the basics, you will recognize a great advisor and have a better understanding of how they are managing your money. Don't let Wall Street win. You have what it takes to learn this. So how do you get started with investing and fractional shares? Well, that starts by understanding a huge piece of the market, and that is, what is a stock? A stock, also known as a share, is like owning a tiny piece of a company. When you buy a stock, you're essentially buying a very, very small ownership stake in the business. Apple, for example, is a huge corporation. They have a total of 15,599,434,000 shares outstanding as of 2023. To own the entire company, you would have to buy all of them. That's a lot of shares. By owning a small part of the company, that means you have a say in the company's decisions through voting rights, and you share in its profits and losses. Stocks were historically represented by physical certificates, but in today's digital age, they exist electronically, making them easy to buy and sell. They're a vital part of the financial markets, and they come in various types, including common stocks and preferred stocks, each with its own set of features and benefits. So, what exactly are fractional shares? Imagine you want to buy some pizza. You can't afford to buy a whole pie, so instead you just buy a slice. That's similar to how fractional shares work. Let's say you want to buy Apple stock and it is priced at $200, but you only have $10 to invest. With fractional shares, you can still become a part owner of Apple. In this example, your $10 would buy 0.05 shares of Apple stock. If the stock price moves up by 1%, so does the value of your $10 investment. It's like having a slice of the financial action, no matter how small your starting capital is. But it gets even cooler. Meet dividends. Dividends are essentially a share of the company's earnings that the board of directors decides to distribute to its shareholders. While these payments aren't guaranteed, they can be a great source of passive income. Let's continue with our Apple example. You invested $10 and now own 0.05 shares. If Apple declares a dividend payment of $1 per share, you will earn your respective share of those dividends. Take the number of shares you own and multiply it by the dividend amount that is being issued. In this case, you will earn 5 cents. Now, this may not seem like much at first, but over time, as you continue to invest and choose solid companies and funds, these dividends can add up significantly. You're building a portfolio that rewards you just for being a shareholder. These payments can happen monthly, quarterly, or randomly, which is called a special dividend. Do you love finance videos as much as I do? If you want to see more like this, hit the subscribe button. Dividends are truly one of the most passive forms of income. Compared to something like a rental house, this is very hands-off. The CEO of Apple isn't going to call you at 2 in the morning because there's a clogged toilet. That's because it's not your responsibility to take care of the business operations. You just own a part of it and can be rewarded with dividends. This approach to investing, combining the power of fractional shares and the potential of dividends, opens up a world of possibilities. It's not about having large sums of money to invest. It's about starting where you are, with what you have, and building that financial habit. Your investment journey is unique, and by using tools like fractional shares, you're setting yourself up for long-term success. And then there's capital appreciation. Capital appreciation occurs when the value of your shares increases over time. In simple terms, it means your investment becomes more valuable. Here's how it works. Continuing the Apple example, when you made your investment, you invested $10 at $200 per share and own 0.05 shares. As time goes by, the value of Apple's stock can fluctuate. It may go up or down due to various factors such as the company's performance, market conditions, and investor sentiment. Let's assume that over time, the price of Apple's stock increases to $220 per share. At this new stock price, the value of your 0.05 shares has also gone up. Your shares are now worth $11. This means you've experienced capital appreciation of $1 on your initial $10 investment. Capital appreciation is a key component of building wealth through investing. As the value of your investments grows, so does your overall portfolio. It's like watching your money work for you and grow over time, without you having to actively do anything. This potential for your investments to increase in value is another reason why investing, especially in solid companies and funds, can be a rewarding long-term strategy. By combining the power of fractional shares, which allows you to start investing with small amounts of money, and the potential for capital appreciation and dividends, you're setting yourself up for success. It's not about having large sums of money to invest. It's about getting started, staying consistent, and letting time and compounding work in your favor. Now let's look at another real-world example. Meet Olivia and Ethan. Olivia starts investing at 25 with an initial investment of $5,000. Additionally, she contributes $100 every month to her investment. Ethan, on the other hand, starts investing at 35 with the same approach, an initial investment of $5,000 and a monthly contribution of $100. Both Olivia and Ethan plan to invest until they reach age 55. They both choose investments that have an average annual return of 10%. Now, let's calculate their investment values at age 55 to see the remarkable difference. Olivia, who started earlier and invested $5,000 at age 25, has approximately $284,639.84 at age 55. Ethan, who started later with the same initial investment and the same monthly contribution at age 35, has approximately $102,367.50 at age 55. The results are eye-opening. Despite investing the same amount monthly and the same initial investment, the 10-year difference in their start times led to a substantial difference in their investment outcomes. Olivia's longer investment period allowed her funds more time to compound, illustrating the profound impact of starting to invest earlier. The people that start investing earlier clearly have an advantage. Beginning your investment journey at an earlier age allows compound interest to work its magic. As the Chinese proverb goes, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. If you're in your 40s or beyond and haven't started investing yet, don't be discouraged. It's never too late to begin your investment journey. The key is to take that first step today and make a plan that aligns with your financial goals. Remember, every step you take today brings you closer to financial security. If you want to enter your own numbers and experiment with a compound interest calculator, check out the link in the description. What should you invest in if you want to get started in the stock market? Well, that depends on many factors. Everyone's situation is unique and has different goals. A great place to start is by answering these 3 questions. Number 1, what is your goal of this money? To generate income, to grow your principal, or another objective? Define a clear goal. Number 2, what is your risk tolerance? If your investment goes down in value, are you going to panic and sell? That's a great way to lose money. You must master your emotions. Develop a plan and understand the risk involved with every investment before you make it. Number 3, how diverse do you want your money to be? Are you okay with this money being in just one company, or do you want it spread across many companies? A popular index fund is the S&P 500 Index Fund, which is 500 large U.S. companies across many industries. Define how concentrated you want your money. Research is critical. Understand all the risks involved and that the market doesn't owe you any returns. Past performance does not indicate future returns. It's important to approach investing with careful planning, research, and a long-term perspective. Now that you know what fractional shares are, you have to pick a place to buy them at. To do this, you need a broker. A broker is like a middleman in finance. They help you buy or sell stocks and other investments, connecting you to the financial markets. 2 large brokers that offer fractional shares are Charles Schwab and Fidelity. Here are some things to think about and research when picking your broker. First, think about the fees. Check the fees associated with buying and selling fractional shares, any brokers you are considering. Different brokers may have different fee structures, and it's essential to understand the cost implications. These fees add up. Second, consider the account types each broker offers. Do you want to invest in a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA? Maybe you want to invest in a brokerage account. We could do an entire video on this, but it's important to note. Your account type needs to align with your goals. 2 other items to consider when picking your broker are the customer support that they offer and the security of the firm. Once you've picked your investment and opened an investment account that supports fractional shares, you can finally get started. Remember, your financial journey starts with that first step. Even if it's just $5, it's a step towards your investment empire. What was the first investment you ever made? Comment the ticker symbol below and let us know what year you bought it in. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.